Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, what's going on, family? This time for No Picks Podcast.
What up, fam? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
All right, Joe, check this out. So I saw this debate between Cooley from the No Fugazi podcast and this guy that he's arguing with. You see on the screen right now. He considers himself a male feminist, right? And yeah, it's pretty wild. So listen, I wanted to play a couple clips. We'll stop it, talk it in between, have some comments in between, and then we'll just stop it when we feel like we have enough. All right. So let's start.
Okay.
All right, man. So you said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God. Before, I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly what you said. You said, as you know, before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God, how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, in regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect. Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So in regards to me, I had to go from a embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager, young adult, and then I graduated into a man. So when we're talking about those two terms, you got to go to get to a man. And then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature. So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
Okay. So you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural.
Correct.
Do I have that correct? And you're saying the reason why, you really didn't give a reason why the father would be unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain, give me some logic, however you could,
right.
The
logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father. You have a male. So at the end of the day, there's no father. Father is a social construct. That's something to put itself into existence to be opposite of the mother. But there's no such thing really as a father.
Can you explain how the father is a social construct?
It's a social construct due to the fact is you're talking about a label that's being placed on a man being a father. Can you be a father at 12 years old?
I mean, I think I had when I was 12 years old, man. So
okay,
you could be a father when you're 12 years old. You could have definitely planted your seed in something. Yes. Let's just go with, do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension. Like, you don't have no comprehension in what I'm saying to you in a response to the point where you can't fathom it. What do you mean?
No.
I want to stop right there. All right, Joe. What's your thoughts on what you hear old boy saying so far?
I can't believe dudes like this exist. I listen. I'm trying to follow the logic. I just don't see very much logic. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to find his rationality for what he's saying, and he's not really making a good point. Like, bro, like father is a social construct. Nowhere in nature can you find a father or the concept of a father. It is what?
That just makes no sense.
Wait, so does he feel that way about the term mother?
No. He said father is just a term that we created in order to be in opposition of the mother. The mother is the only like natural being, but the father isn't. It's something that society just made up.
So then we should all just be mothers? What would have been the alternative? We're all just mothers?
I mean,
like, I don't understand. Like, it sounds like some BS, bro.
From my understanding, he's kind of saying like, listen, you knock a chick up, and then like she takes it from there. She does everything else.
It just doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to like that's why Cooley asked him like, all right, so like, what is there a difference between a man or a woman? Because now I'm thinking, okay, like, so how do you distinguish between the two though? Like, if there's no concept, if nature doesn't have a concept for father, if that's a social construct, like how would we have distinguished between men and women, male and female, mother and father? Like, how do we tell the difference? Like, that's what he's trying to ask him. And
Right.
instead of answering the question, now it looks like he's getting a little irritated.
He's saying he getting mad. Yeah.
But I'm not following him though. So like I'm irritated at the bull because I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, you're not making a good case, and now you're mad that people don't if you can't explain your reasoning or your logic, the issue is not us, bro. It's on you to
Yeah.
explain that to us for us to understand. Like you're the one who have to give clarity. Like the burden of proof is on you because you're making a claim.
Right.
So Cooley's just trying to like ask him, and the bull. This is weird, bro. I don't know how this is gonna progress, but so far like. It sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Like sounds like he's pandering right now.
I agree.
And
All right,
bro,
let's keep it
wait,
going.
hold on. Sorry, father being a social construct. How you feel about that?
I mean, it's nonsense. It's nonsense because all right. So let's just take it back to the Stone Ages. Like the men protected you. Like if a saber-toothed tiger came out, and you know what I mean, maybe not saber-toothed tiger, but a less dangerous animal came out and tried to destroy your family, the man would go and throw rocks at it and you'll spear it and stuff. You know what I mean? Like the woman would just
Right.
be kind of protecting the kid, and if something happened to the dad, then that's why it was imperative for her to make sure she found the biggest and strongest man and the one that could take care of
Right.
her and the kids, because he's the one that can make sure she can eat and get protected.
Right.
If it was just her, she kind of realized that she would just die, right? So like that person, he may not be burping the kid and changing the kid's diapers and all that, but like without that quote unquote male figure, everyone dies back then and no one survives till today.
Yeah. No, I'm with it, bro. Let's see. Let's see if he adds some clarity.
I don't understand what you. Then you go to the next question after you sit there and tell me that you didn't understand shit. Like I'm
No,
come on,
not
bro. Like we gonna turn
understand.
this into. Is this some
Not
type of
understand.
entertainment or something? I'm just asking you. I thought it was about the black woman as God. I don't know you. I
Well,
didn't research you. I just
totally
came over here
fine.
because. Okay. So what are we doing? What
We'll
are we doing?
speak in detail. What we're doing is having a discussion man to man, right? You just said that the man is a social construct.
I said the
right?
father is.
Or
You're
the
saying that the
father
man
is
is. Right.
okay.
There
Let's
was two
just
things. You asked me
let's
about the man
excuse
and the
it.
father.
You said, well, that because the father is not from nature, and I want you to explain how isn't the father not from nature. That's what I want you to do. I want you to explain how it's a social construct and it's not from nature. Because here's what I'll tell you. Nothing grows unless a seed is planted. Nothing grows on this planet unless a seed is planted. And every man holds the seed in them. Every man holds the seed of life form. Life form in us. In your sack, if you have enough testosterone, but I know in my sack, I got at least 80 million of them little niggas moving around in there. You know what I'm saying? Most men do with a good amount of testosterone. So therefore we have seed, and the life form starts there. You won't have a plant if you don't plant a seed first. So you saying that a father is a social construct is a lie, is what I'm saying. Dispute the point that the father doesn't hold the seed. So we plant the seed in a woman, and then life grows from that. Women bring about life. The life form is actually in a man. So explain to me again how the father is a social construct when the father holds the seed and a woman holds nothing but eggs. She's waiting for a seed. You sound you don't make sense, man. Let me hear you.
You haven't given me a chance to make sense.
Okay.
You're wrong. And you're wrong in a way to sit there and say that the sperm is a seed. How could you have seeds running up and through your body? That makes no sense. A seed is not.
Bro, wait.
All right.
Bruh. Who is this dude, bro? Like, does he have a platform? I pray to God this boy got his own channel, bro.
This nigga said, how can you have seeds running around your body?
We have them. We have sperm. That is the seed. That's how you fertilize the egg. Like, that is the seed. Like, why is he acting like he don't understand his terminology? Like, we've been calling it seed for so long, bro.
Maybe he thinking sunflower seeds. Like maybe
Cooley made his logic was sound. It was
Yeah.
very straightforward. He got straight to the point and asked very good questions. This is what I'm saying. Like I can follow his logic. I'm waiting for the guy to dispute that. Like, listen, the man holds the seed. In nature, nothing grows without seed. You got to plant the seed. And everything he said, the metaphors, I understand that. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like, bro. I'm curious to see what he's gonna say. He looks like he's
Yeah.
about to get in his feelings again.
Yeah.
Emotional ass.
Sound like
Let's
it.
see.
Sound like it. Yeah.
Let's see.
Not a fucking tadpole with a tail. That's not a
Tadpole.
seed. So in regards to it, you're wrong. Now, if you're talking about an apple seed, an
Explain
orange
how I'm
seed,
wrong, though.
listen, an avocado seed, or whatever the case may be, now we can get into the comparison on how the woman gives the man the whole body, the construct, the brain, the lungs, the face, the skin. She's creating a child within a womb. So she gives him the penis too. Did you forget that she gave him the
Incorrect.
sperm? So
Can
in
you
regards
explain
to it,
in a scientific way, from a biological way, how doesn't a man hold the seed in the life form? You're just speaking, but I need you to peel back the layers to things and give facts. This podcast is called No Fugazi. So if I'm speaking, I'm always going to speak with facts. So here's a fact for you. The woman doesn't determine the sex of the baby. She has an X chromosome. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome, right? So here's science, right? So when a man has sex with a woman, he dictates the sex of the baby. So you just said, where do you get a penis from? Where do you get this from? Where do you get that from? You get that from the man, since the man determines the sex of the baby. Do you get it? Women only hold the X chromosome. Men hold the X and a Y. That's scientifically facts that proves that what you just said is nonsense, and men do dictate the sex of the baby. So if he's dictating the sex of the baby, let's peel the layer back even further. That means that the man actually dictates how many men are going to be in this world, how many women are going to be in this world. The list goes on and on. Your father dictated that you would have a beard. Your father dictated that you would have a beard and be a man, from what I could see. You get what I'm saying? Your mother didn't determine that. So you should be thanking your father, because your father truly created you. Anything for that, man? Scientifically, can you dispute what I said?
You sound uneducated, like to the point where this is so level of surface, to the point.
God dang,
How
man.
could you?
Okay,
How could you
educate
sit
me.
here?
Say,
I'm just
goddamn,
asking you,
man.
like, how could you
Educate
sit
me.
here and tell me
I'm
that
fine.
my father gave me what all males are females before they turn into a male based off the decision of the mother. Every male can look at their actual scrotum sac and see a line from the bottom of their scrotum sac to the tip of their penis. All male. That means you were sold up. Your testicles are nothing but your ovaries. Your penis is nothing but an elongated clitoris. At the end of the day, you're nothing but an inside out female. I'm sorry that this man has never been told that, and he doesn't understand that he was made in the likeness and the image of his mother. I'm sorry that before anybody ever taught him anything, his mother was there. Your mother is literally the only thing that you know in life. You don't even know if that's your father, but your mother knows if it's your father or not. You know everything about your mother because that's where you came from. That's your first home. That's your first origin. The black woman has always been considered God, even before the patriarch took over and started to actually make a male God. But it was never a male that was being God. It was always the woman. In Islam, it was the woman. In the Catholic Church, it was the woman. In ancient Egypt, it was the woman. In Samaria, Mesopotamia, Babylon, it was the woman. Phoenicia, it was the woman. Chaldea was the woman. But if he doesn't know that, that means he's not reading. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to respond to the man, even to the point where if a woman is making up your whole total makeup and she's using her menstrual blood to do it within her womb, that's why you women don't bleed for 9 months. You literally coagulate a child in your womb. What does the man have to do with it? Is the man shooting blood in you, woman, or is he literally giving you his DNA via his sperm? So when you're actually making this baby in your womb, you're using your blood. That's why you don't bleed for 9 months. When that baby comes out, that is a product of its mother. So the baby literally develops through life. As the baby develops through life, we get the puberty. That's when our body chemically starts to actually make the sperm in our body. But it came from our mother. Everything comes from your mother. You get it from your mother. Your mother is your God. Your father is not your God. The sperm in his body comes from his mother. Where do you think we got our body from? You didn't make this. You don't have nothing to do with your face. You don't have nothing to do with your head and none of that. Your mama gave that to you.
All right,
She
can you
birthed
pause
you.
it, bro?
How could you sit there and say that she's not your God?
You know, it's these light skinned motherfuckers like this who really piss me off, bro. It really really is, bro. Because these like he light skinned, he got the beard, he kind of look like Ghost from Power. He got tats. He thinks the black woman is God and Queen.
Yeah.
He's telling him that the black woman is God.
Yeah.
These are the dudes that the shorties will drop the panties for. These are the
Facts.
dudes that the shorties will subscribe to, throw money at,
Facts.
follow him, will probably sleep with him if they see him on his book tour. Dudes like this piss me off because
Yeah.
they know the shorties want them because of the aesthetic that they have,
Yeah.
and they play off of that and tell women what they want to hear just so they can sleep with them and
Yeah.
get access to them in some capacity, right?
Facts.
He is reminding me of a guy like that, bro. Like, am I off the mark? Like, do you see that energy from him? He's clearly pandering.
Nah,
He's
facts. Facts.
clearly pandering.
Yeah.
Clear, and he still hasn't made any sense.
He makes
He's
no sense.
he's speaking
No.
very emotionally. I'm trying to give the brother a chance. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying, but like Cooley's logic in this debate is so sound that I'm still waiting for him to dispute what Cooley is saying, and he can't. He
Yeah.
deflects. He says some mumbo jumbo. His pandering. He starts doing the pandering thing, and then he insults Cooley, calls him uneducated. Like, you know what I mean, like he's taking. I don't know, bro. Like, he's pissing me off. But this is the this is the type of dude that black women, some not all, would follow and be like, yes, the Yadas,
Yeah.
Derek Jacksons.
Yeah.
This is that same energy, but all you got is a tatted up light skinned nigga. You know what I mean? So like they eat this up, bro, and
Yeah.
and it makes my blood boil.
Yeah.
So
Now these niggas
yeah,
get ate
I
up
don't
in
know.
debates over and over and
Yeah.
over again. Anton Dams, I don't know if you saw it. Maybe we should react to it. But Anton debated Yada, and
I
he
saw
ate
it. Yeah,
he ate Yada the fuck up. He
yeah,
made Yada
he
look
did,
fucking
as he should
ridiculous.
have, as he should have. All
And
right. Well, I don't know how much of this.
I mean,
dude
we
is
don't
gonna
really need
say,
much
but
more of this. I feel like we got the gist of it.
let me see Cooley's response, and then we'll do that because at
All
least let me see if Cooley responds to this nonsense.
All right.
So I'm just curious.
God. Your mother was God before you was taught about God. Somebody had to tell you about God in order for you to believe them. Now in your mind, that's God. But what if your mother knew she was God? She would teach you about God. How can a man be a God when he cannot produce life? A man cannot sustain life. He does not have breast milk.
Got you. You done or are you still going?
No, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. So if you want to go and respond, you can go.
Okay. So, I mean, everything you said was just nonsense. It didn't make any sense. It didn't correlate to anything.
Which part?
It didn't,
Which
one
part?
plus
Which
one
part?
didn't add up.
Oh,
You
no.
didn't have any rebuttal to it. You just started speaking nonsense. But let me ask you a
I
question.
have to force myself to speak because you won't allow me to.
Does one
You're
plus
asking
one
me
equal
another
two?
question.
Does one plus one equal two?
No, one and one come together, they merge. That's one, right?
All right.
Think about
Okay.
it, right?
God dang.
When
So
one and one come together,
proves
they
my
merge.
point.
Right?
The nigga don't
Right.
know what one plus
and
one equals.
merge, right?
He said that one
and one
merges.
put it together, they merge. One, right? If I come
God
together with
dang.
a woman, don't I go into that woman? Don't me and
All
that
right.
woman go into each other? Now we one. I got my dick. You know, I am one. At the end of the
All right. I think we could be done here. I mean, you want to hear this a little bit more because I think he's kind of proved himself to be. First of all, he proved himself the whole time to be absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now he just proved himself to just be like kind of like a parody of himself. He sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, and listen, I wouldn't call myself the smartest brother. I mean, definitely if I'm in a room full of people, I'm usually one of the smarter people, right? And I'll say that. I definitely feel like I am. I'm well-rounded, I'm well-read, I'm educated, I've got life experience, like I'm a little bit older, so I've got wisdom to back up a lot of my knowledge as well. But like some dudes are just pseudo-intellectual, like him, where they say these fancy words and use these metaphors or read a book on something and then they become like obsessed with it and like learn it in and out and learn how to like manipulate truth and like give you half truths and like this sounds pseudo intellectual. Like you know what I mean? Like he sounds like he's trying to come off as smart, but anybody who actually knows what the hell they're talking about can say you're just an idiot. You know what I mean? That's what Cooley's trying to tell him. Like, you're not making any sense. Cooley's like, you're speaking nonsense. He said a lot of nothing. Like, I'm listening to him. I'm like, you're saying a lot of nothing. So we can take him off the screen. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, he sounds like a fake pseudo intellectual pander. And shorties will eat this up though because they love it. Remember, we
Yeah.
talked about that. Women like to be lied to, bro. Like, and I know they hate to hear that, but they don't want the truth. They
No.
can't handle the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They want you to rizz them up, tell them what they want to hear, make them feel what they want to feel, digging them guts, and then hopefully fall in love with them. But we know that's not how it works for men. Once we
Right.
get in there, it's on to the next. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they think that's in their mind, that's how it works. But for us, it's completely different, right? But I don't know. This boy just pissed me off, bro. Like,
yeah. He was just saying dumb stuff. Like, yo, he sounded dumb the entire time, right? He sounded silly
he
the
did.
entire
He
time.
did.
But I like you said, I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. You can't say 1 + 1 = 2. Like if that's the case, then we can't
Yeah.
even like two. You can't
Right.
have a conversation with other normal, regular people with regular brains because now they're not.
Right.
Now 1 + 1 don't = 2. It's just a merged number. What does that mean?
Right.
It's 2 ones.
Right. 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 You know, no, I've heard some people say. I used to have a friend who used to be like, "No, because 1 + 1 = 3." I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" He's like, "One man, one woman, make a baby. Now you got 3 people. 1 + 1 is 3." And I'm just like, "Oh my god! Like, I can't even believe dudes like you actually, you know what I mean?" So there are people who make up some stupid stuff and believe it. So I don't know, bro. He sounds like the dude, the light skinned boy. Well, they were both light skinned, but the male feminist, he sounds like he was raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
Don't you get that vibe? Because
Yeah. I
clearly
do
his
get that
mom
vibe.
left
Yeah.
a big impression on him. I think he was
Yeah.
raised by a single mom, and that's why he views the black woman as God, because his mom probably did all that by himself and took care of him and shaped him and instilled in him these views. And now he loves women because of that and sees them as all queens. And I'm sorry, not all women are queens. And we know this,
No.
bro. Not all women are queens. And you can't be a queen without a king. So I hate this whole woman going around calling each other queens. I hate that. So
I don't hear men walking around, men, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, saying, "Oh, men are God." Like I don't hear men saying this stuff. Like I don't understand this.
it's not common. Maybe like a Hebrew Israelite or like somebody who's like pro-black, you know what I mean? Like, or those people who are like considered hoteps, like they're that when they talk about spirituality, and they're the ones who are like, because the black man is God, the black man is king, we kings, and they're the ones that I see talking about that. But in everyday life, the overwhelming majority of people do not talk like that.
Mm.
They don't. They just don't. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it is weird. It is definitely weird. I mean, I also find alpha and beta conversations weird because I
Yeah.
don't like talking about alphas and betas because I'm like, if you're talking about it, you're probably beta. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like people who like it's cringy, but this was interesting, bro. And listen, I'm not saying I like Cooley, I like No Fugazi. I know he had some drama where
Yeah.
O'Shea Duke Jackson, shout out to O'Shea, was like
Yeah.
he was digging in his ass for like pause. He was digging in him for like like
Yeah.
3 months, like
Yeah.
3 weeks, bro.
He was. Yeah.
Because he was like coming at single moms, but he was like with a single mom and
Mm-hmm.
like it was a white chick. So I know he's got his controversy, but like if a person is right, a person is right.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if the message is right, that's all I care about. Is the message right? And in this instance, he was right. Bo's talking nonsense. Bo's super emotional. And like I said, he pisses me off, bro. But the shorties are gonna, bro. I bet you he had female subscribers. I bet you had females in his DM.
Joe,
You know what I mean? Like I
he
know it. I
probably
know
get
it, bro.
way
I
more
know it.
vagina than you and I have ever imagined combined. Because
We gotta lie, bro.
talking like this. First of all, he's an attractive dude. Like he like from female standards, they would find him attractive.
He
They'd
look
be
like
like, "Hey,
he like he get boxed.
right." So even without him talking like this, he's gonna still get mad chicks. But if you add
Right.
this in, this nigga, listen, he got a rotation that'll probably last like 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he will. He will. He will. And he's probably a scumbag. I feel like he probably got like 2, 4, 5 baby
Baby
moms.
moms, yeah,
And you know what I know it. He probably has a son named King. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like he just right. Like I feel like I read more like a book. Like
yeah, yeah. I agree with what you said. These dudes like him are just out here to clean up sexually. Because he's gonna
Oh
clean
yeah,
up. Like he's gonna
he
destroy the
will.
game, right? Like he's gonna
He will.
destroy the game. Because women are gonna be like, they're gonna be like, damn, this okay, like, oh wow, oh, I'm a goddess, like, oh goodness, like I didn't. Okay,
They love
cool.
it.
Come have this goddess vagina. Like they're gonna be all for it, bro. They're gonna be all for it.
They will. And women, we're trying to give you game. The women in our family, we appreciate y'all being here. We try to give y'all game too. Listen, if you agree with everything a man is telling you on a podcast or on some kind of platform, if he is validating everything that you say and you agree with everything 100% that he says, you're in the wrong section of YouTube. You're on the wrong platform. I'm telling you, dude is just trying to dig in them guts if you give him the opportunity. And he will. He'll dig in them guts. but he's lying to you. He's telling you what you want to hear, and don't be duped. Like we were talking about tonight's podcast. They just dismantled and disbanded the boy Ace Metaphor, huge panderer. Said Derek Jackson was his mentor on a damn show, giving advice to women, pandering all the time. Lo and behold, he was sleeping with all the women on his panel, and he was a scumbag.
Was he?
But women love to hear.
Was that the
Yeah,
controversy with them Bulls?
yeah. Well, that was part of it. The bull was sleeping with everybody on the panel. And it's just like, and he was the one that was pandering to the women all the time. And he came out and said Derek Jackson was one of his mentors. And I'm like, right, Derek Jackson, who still has a following. They figured out he was a narcissistic scumbag, and women still follow him. Why? Because he makes them feel good.
Right.
He gives them that feel good. And it's ladies, it's sad.
He got muscles. He go to the gym. He posts pics. He talk about how shitty men are, bro. Like, there's a formula. I think that men need to. Maybe we need to switch this shit up, Joe. Like,
we've been saying it, bro.
We need to switch this shit up, bro. Let's start wearing tight ass shirts. Take the hoodie off. I'm gonna take this black shirt off, bro. Let's just wear tank tops the whole time, and the whole time just make our titties bounce, and just be like, yo, like the woman is God. Let's say the woman is God for what right now this podcast is going on for 25 minutes and 38 seconds. Let's just say the woman is God for 15 minutes a day. I bet you money will start pouring into our pockets.
And if we just bash men every night, we'll go viral. TikTok will start taking our videos and keeping them up. They'll go viral. Like, it's sad, bro. It's sad. We joking about this, but we mean this. Like, this is the truth.
Yeah.
Like, we would go viral and get paid if we did this and go out like suckers. But we get paid. This is sad. So, no, I'm glad you picked this clip, bro. I was like, this, oh God, dudes like this exist. Anyway, you want to open it up to the family?
Yeah, let's open it up. Let us know what y'all think, family. Comment, please. Listen, Bernie Bro Joe here for the smoke. Comment, subscribe, and like, and so we can get in the algorithm. All right. Until next time.
Phew.